print that money. Combine the federal government's debt with all the cities, counties, and states all across the country, and you'll get a number somewhere near $140 trillion. That's the combined debt of all those entities. But before you cringe, our next guest says government debt is actually a good thing. Kevin Williamson is the author of The End is Near, and it's going to be awesome, and he joins us live. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you?
Let's start with your book title, The End is Near, and it's going to be awesome. What are you talking about, Kevin?
Well, I'm talking about that a lot of what we think of as being traditionally what the federal government does is going to come to a close in a fairly short order, I think, simply because the numbers are financially not sustainable. Now, I don't want to say I think debt is a good thing. I don't think debt's a good thing at all. I think debt is potentially a ruinous thing for our country. But to the extent that collapsing government finances have the ability to get done what the political process hasn't gotten done for the last 40 or 50 years, it might be helpful.
You know, there are some things that the government does well. We do well at security, in most instances, defense. Three areas that we don't do well in: education, healthcare, and retirement. And that's where the money's going, and that's going to lead to our demise, but that's a good thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, what most people don't understand is that the entitlements and interest on the debt are the majority of the federal budget.
Sure.
Add in national defense, you've got 81% of the federal budget. So everything else government does put together is only 19% of spending.
Right.
And it's not very good at those particular things. So once we've got rid of Social Security, once we've got rid of Medicare and Medicaid, then we can start to create some things that will actually do those jobs in a productive and useful way.
Okay, so what you're suggesting, because we are at the tipping point almost where we're going to go bankrupt, a lot of the things that we count on now are going to go away.
Sure.
And then we're going to have to make some hard choices, and going forward, and that's the part where you say it's going to be awesome, we'll figure out how to do it right.
Right, because we actually have pretty good ways of funding people's retirements. We've got pretty good ways of dealing with health care. We've got some excellent ways of dealing with education. But when you have these government-sponsored monopoly systems in the way, diverting all the resources, diverting all the money, it makes it impossible to make those improvements in places where you can.
Okay, read all about it. The end is near, and it's going to be awesome. Kevin Williamson, thank you very much for joining us live.
Always a pleasure.
All right.